One of my very favorite accounts of what happened around the time of Matan Torah comes to us from the Talmud in Maseches Shabbos, Daf Pei Ches Amud Beis and Pei Tes Amud Aleph. Moshe Rabbeinu goes up to Shemayim to go get the Torah, and the Malachi Hasharis get really upset. They turn to Hashem and they say, why are you giving the Torah, this beautiful, perfect, amazing thing, to this man? He's going to take it down to the people and they're just going to mess it up. And Hashem turns to Moshe and says, do you have an answer for them? And Moshe gets really scared. He says, they're going to burn me up with their fiery breath. And Hashem says, hold onto my throne and give them an answer. And this is what Moshe says to them. He says, were you guys enslaved in Egypt? Do you guys have the taiva? Do you have the desire to serve foreign gods? Do you guys have parents that you need to respect? Do you work all week long that you need to have Shabbos to rest? Tell me, Malachim, what is it that you do that you need to fight with in order to be able to fulfill Hashem's Torah? The Malachim looked at one another and they're like, ooh, he kind of got us. And they were quiet. And that's how Moshe won them over, by explaining to them that the reason that the Torah was more apt for us than it was for them was because we have challenges, because we're not perfect, because we have Yetzer Haras, because we have things that draw us away from the will of Hashem so that we can work to come towards it. The Malachim, they have no free choice. Everything is so clear to them. Wanting to follow the will of Hashem is just second nature to them. For us, it's a little bit more complicated. But what we can learn from this is that Hashem was looking for people, not for perfection when it came to following the Torah. He didn't give us the Torah because he thought that we would all be this group of robotic automatons that would say, oh, give us the Torah, and now, yes, we will follow it exactly the way we're supposed to. No, he knew that it was going to take effort on our part. He knew that there were going to be challenges, but through those challenges, he knew that we would be able to work on ourselves. We would be able to hone ourselves, refine ourselves, and really transform ourselves into something so much more than what we started as. Malachim are created perfect, whole, exactly the way they're going to be their entire lives. Animals are created in a way that, yes, they grow physically, but they don't really change spiritually in any way, shape, or form. Humanity is the combination of both the physical and the spiritual. We have the ability to grow not just in our size, but also in our spirit. And that's what the Torah brings to us. It brings us a vehicle through which we are able to do that. Are we going to be perfect? Probably not. And Moshe Rabbeinu said as much. He said, yeah, we have all these things that are working against us. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. But this is the best shot we have of working towards whatever version of perfection we can actually achieve in this world. And Hashem said, yeah, that's the answer. Not looking for perfect. I'm looking for people. I'm looking for people who are willing to try. So when we ever feel like the Torah is too big for us, let's just remember it's not. It's not a one-size-fits-all either. There are Shivim Panim LaTorah. There are 70 different faces to the beautiful Torah that Hashem gave us at Har Sinai. And there is a way for each and every one of us to connect to it and to connect to Hashem through it. There is a way for each and every one of us to be able to express ourselves through the beautiful Torah that we have. But God never expected for us to be perfect in it. When we expect perfection, then we'll probably not even bother trying. They say that good is the enemy of great, but really perfect is the enemy of good or great or anything at all, because it intimidates us too much to even bother trying. But that's not what Hashem was looking for. He was looking for us to try. He understood that we have taivas. He understood that we have Yetzer Haras. He understood. And that's why he said, here's the Torah. This is a way that you can deal with them. Is it going to be easy? Probably not. Is it going to be simple and quick? Also probably not. But is it going to be a worthwhile, meaningful endeavor? Absolutely it will be. And this was something that the Malachi Asharis couldn't argue with. They had to concede to the idea that God wasn't looking for perfect. He was looking for people. People who would try. People who would work towards whatever it was that they could. When we can do that, when we can show up and sincerely try to put our best foot forward, we may see that it's not perfect, but hopefully we'll see that we are the person that Hashem wanted to give the Torah to. Wishing everybody a Chag Sameach.